Hi everyone, it's me, Beatty Kelly Sunflower. So I thought I'd hop on and show you one of my latest tarot decks. And this is called The Beauty of Horror by Alan Robert. So let's open this up and commence. Okay, let's have a look at the back of the box. So you get like a little sheet. It says Beauty of Horror Tarot, Fear Your Future. The Beauty of Horror creator, illustrator Alan Robert expands Colinia's universe with this erratically detailed tarot card set featuring 78 cards of original card art and guidebook to help you decipher the divine. Ghost Linear invites you to gaze a ghastly glimpse into your future, packed with the same meticulously crafted style and devilishly dark humour as the best-selling book series. The Beauty of Horror Tarot card set is another perfectly hair-lasting addition to any horror fans' collection. Coloured by Enister Award, nominated J. Fotis. So it's got copyright 2021. Okay, so this tarot deck, to be quite honest, I'm not sure whether it's a mass-produced deck or an indie deck, because I saw this on Kickstarter and I almost backed it, but I had a change of heart. And then when I was browsing through on Amazon, I saw this deck. It was actually for Book Depository, but they were advertising it on Amazon, so it's very odd. So I'm not quite sure whether this deck is mass-produced or indie. So let's open it up. It's got a beautiful pull-out ribbon with a book, and the cards just lay nicely in here. It's not very much. I would like probably an insert to put the cards in, but I can put this in the bag. It's no biggie. Okay. So let's have a look at the book. First, The Beauty of Horror Tarot Guidebook. Let me see how many pages are in this book. So it's 89 pages. It's kind of like a little big book. Gives you an introduction there. I'm not too keen on the writing on background. It's kind of sore to the eye. So you've got the table of contents, and it says structure, the major arcana, the minor arcana, and then it breaks it down into the suits. So you've got the wands, fire, cups, water, swords, air, and pentacles, earth, and then it's got readings. And then it's got here structure. So let me see if I can read this. The tarot is in two parts, the major arcana and the minor arcana. Arcana is Latin for secrets. The major arcana cards are trumps. That original extra suit that separated the decks from the ordinary playing cards. These are often seen as the big issues, the journey of life. There are 22 of them, but they begin with 0, a card called the Fall, and end with 21, the World. The minor arcana are the 4 suits, wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. They represent the 4 medieval elements: fire, wands, water, cups, air, swords, and earth, pentacles. With each card, we will look at the meaning both regular and when reverse. That is, if a card emerges from the deck upside down, we need such meaning to help us find our way through the readings, but they don't control us. Let the picture speak. Let Gahinia's voice whisper to you from the cards. I must admit, that's how I read my reversal cards. So because I always put my cards upright, and if I shuffle them and they end up reversed, I will read it reversed. So for each card, it's got lovely colour illustration. It gives you a blurb about the Fall, the upright meaning, and the reverse meaning. So it does that for all of the major arcana. Let me see what it says for the minor arcana. It does the same thing as well for the minor arcana by the looks of it. So that's fantastic. Now let me see. So it's got a page here called Readings. And then it's got the past, present and future reading. And the Celtic Cross reading. And I think there's a few colouring books as well that go with this kind of series. It's got some advertisement there for some colouring books if you like colouring in like I do. Okay, so let's have a look at the tarot cards now. Okay, so these are the backs of the cards. They're not reversible. They've got like a scully with some tarot cards in their hands. They're a bit on the finished side as well. So let's compare it for size. So this is my Urbano weight, which is the same size as a regular RWS card. And they're about the same length, but a regular Rider-Waite Smith card looks like it's slightly wider and actually slightly shorter. So almost the same size-ish. Cards are very thin though. So let's have a look at the cards. So we've got the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. Oh, I love these pillar skulls. It's quite spooky as well though, the Empress. So it does kind of follow a Rider-Waite Smith system, just tweaked to be a bit more creepier. The Emperor. And I love the ram there. Aries, the Hierophant, the Lovers. That's interesting because the angel has been replaced with the Sun card, and I think these could be the Lovers, but they're angels looking down. Interesting. The Chariot, it's a coffin. Strength. Wow. So it's got the affinity symbol there, and the lion's got a skull face. Oh my God, the Hermit going away. Well, that's a bit spooky with all the blood on the apron and stuff. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. It's interesting how this one's not blindfolded. The Hangman. Death. Temperance. The Devil. Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. So it's still got the kind of child on the Skeletor horse. Judgment. The World. So moving on to the Suit of Cups. Got the Ace of Cups. Oh, it's got blood there inside the cup. The Two of Cups. Three of Cups. A very Rider-Waite Smith-ish, with a horror kind of element around it. Seven of Cups. Ten of Cups. So you've got the Page, the Knight, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Moving on to the Suit of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. 3. 4 of Pentacles. That's an interesting 4 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. That's interesting. I just want to read what the book says for the 10 of Pentacles. So it says here, suffering focused on such things as injuries or loneliness. Whatever the cause, isolation might be the worst. Look to the other cards in the readings to overcome despair. Then it says here, this card shows a different sort of horror than most of the others. Indeed, a cheerful monster, we see an image of an actual suffering. The figure in the modern wheelchair might be a war veteran. His chair stands on bare ground with what looks like a half-ruined archway in front of him. Beyond it, we see a large horse and trees. From where he sits, bent over, it might as well be another world. And then it's reverse, movement away from pain and misery, awareness of hope, symbolised in the dog. That's very interesting because I don't see the 10 of Pentacles as a card of suffering. So it's very interesting how different people view the cards, and that's why it's always nice to have the author's interpretation so you can see where they're coming from. Because if this had just been this picture with no guidebook and the person said use your intuition, my intuition would never have seen this card as a card of suffering. So you've got the Page, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and that looks like a ram to me, which is very fire, very Aries, and the King of Pentacles. So moving on to the Suit of Swords, which is my favourite suit in the tarot deck. You've got the Ace, the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. Look at that, there's one going right up her. She's floating up in air. Interesting. So you've got the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. So moving on to the final suit, which is the Suit of Wands. You've got the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Wands, and 10 of Wands. Wow. So moving on to the court cards, you've got the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Wands. So let's see how these cards kind of shuffle. They're a bit flimsy. I guess a riffle shuffler might actually like these cards because they're quite flexible, but for me as an overhand shuffler, they are a bit on the flimsy side. But an interesting deck. You know, I'm gonna I think have a good read of the guidebook, because based on that 10 of Pentacles explanation, the author does have a different interpretation of the tarot cards. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.